Now I know I haven't uploaded in like a long time, but that I don't ask me why. I don't know. But I'm gonna do like this thing cause I'm bored. Like uh yeah. So this is gonna be like I'm gonna say. Oop, oop, hold on. Now I downloaded like a spin a wheel app for something, and ignore the fact that it says food and drinks or something. So you just don't look at that. So yeah, I'm gonna be like doing like scenarios if like all these characters of Baldi, I think, Freddy, God dang it, Baldi, Freddy, uh, me, uh, yes, me, and whoever else you see on this thing. There's Bendy and Boris and Ink Bendy and Sammy Lawrence. So yeah, if they're all just a scenario. So they're on a plane. Who's the pilot? Who's driving the plane? Who's gonna be driving this plane? Uh, who's Okay, so Granny from the hit game Granny. You know that mobile game where she hits you in the head with a baseball bat? Yeah, I don't think you should have Granny driving a plane. For one, she's a granny. Two, okay, just ignore that last bit. So yeah, for one, she's a granny, and yeah, Granny's a granny, and well, okay, just ignore. Stop. So yeah, Granny's a granny, and I don't think it's gonna be a good idea for Granny to drive a plane. All right, and it did. So next one. There's a baby crying on the plane, and who hears it and wants to freaking fight the baby? Who wants to who wants to fight the crying baby on the plane? What's the yeah? What am I doing? Okay, Sammy Lawrence. Nah, makes sense. Who's the one who who went in the bathroom and never left for like the whole entire plane trip and like just stayed in there hogging the toilets? So yeah, who's in the bathroom throughout the whole flight? Who's in the Okay, yeah. Ink Bendy. Yeah, that's Ink Bendy. Just got cut off. Yeah, Ink B-E. Ink B. Yeah, Ink Bendy. Ink Bendy was in the bathroom. Probably trying not to melt everywhere or something. I don't know. Who jumped out the plane for, like, the fun of it? Because they could probably survive. Who jumped out the plane? Boris. Yep, Boris just jumped out the plane. Why not? He probably would die, but you know what? Yeah. So let's say the plane crashed and why am I laughing? So let's say the plane crashed and they're on a deserted island. Who's gonna be the first one to panic? Well, never mind. Who's gonna be the first one to stay calm? Who's gonna stay calm throughout all this? Who's gonna be the calm one? The one that really doesn't care. I mean, it's hard to not care during when you're okay, so. Bendy, yeah, yep, that makes sense. Bendy, I mean, Bendy could probably just like survive because he's a cartoon, but yeah, Bendy does not care about this plane crash. He does not care. Who's the first one to try to build a shelter but miserably fails because it was made out of nothing but like sticks poorly held together by like a leaf or something? So yeah. Who's the first one who tried and failed to make a shelter? Me. Okay, yes, me. I'm surprised I didn't die during the plane crash. I can't swim, and I'd probably have a heart attack. So yeah. Apparently I failed to build a shelter. Sounds about correct? So yeah. Who's the one that went exploring and tried to find more materials on this island? they went exploring. Who went exploring and tried to find more materials? Let's see. And Freddy Fazbear. I mean, how did Freddy survive? He's an animatronic, and I mean, he's possessed by the excuse me. He's possessed by like a child. So I don't think water would matter that much to him. Cause like yeah. Who's the first one to die of like thirst or something? Who's the first one to die of hunger? Who dies of hunger? Let's say it's been 3 days already. Who dies of hunger? And Baldi dies of hunger. I mean, he's already pretty skinny, so it's possible. It's possible. He is pretty skinny. He's like probably the cousin of like Slender Man or something. So yeah, it's possible. Baldi's pretty skinny. From this point on, Baldi will no longer be available because he's dead now. Who made a fire? And don't ask me how they managed to survive making a fire, not having a fire for like 3 days. So who's the first one who made a fire on the 4th day? 4th day of this island. It's been 4 days. Who's the first one to make a fire? Granny was the pilot, so I'm pretty sure everyone's mad at Granny. But she made a fire, and she probably is right behind you. Who gets mad at Boris for losing the food, for eating all the food, and punches Boris in the face 50 times? Who punches Boris in the face 50 times because Boris ate all the food? Which must be pretty little, because I assume this island must be pretty tiny. Is that Ben? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. No, that says Jeffy. Jeffy. I mean, did I like confuse Bendy with Jeffy a few times? I'm sorry, but that's funny because Jeffy did like beat up the bully in those old videos, and he technically did beat up a robber one time, so it does make sense. And he's 18. I mean, that doesn't matter, but it does make sense. Yeah, Jeffy beat up Boris. If you don't know who Jeffy is, like the SML Jeffy, you know, like SML, well, I want to say Super Mario Logan, but all that stuff that happened. Yeah, the cease and desist letter. But Jeffy beat the crap out of Boris. He's still alive though. Boris is still alive. Who found food? Like more food after Boris ate all of it? Like coconuts or something. That's a drink. Okay, who's found food? Sammy Lawrence found food. Yeah, Sammy. I think Sammy's just been like sitting here throughout this whole time. He doesn't need to eat really, so yeah. All right, let's say they build a raft, and they see like a boat. They see a boat, and then they get their attention, and then they go on the boat. And now they're living in a house years later, so now it's 2025, and years later, somehow technology hasn't changed, yeah, so let's say the bills past due. Who's gonna pay the bills? Who's gonna pay the bills? Who's gotta pay the bills? Yeah. Who's paying the bills this month? So yeah, Baldi's long dead, and Ink Bendy has to pay the bills. I just find it funny, like if he's like sitting in the freaking plain bathroom, but he's not. He's got to pay the bills. So yeah. Who got kicked out of the house for breaking something? So someone got kicked out of the house for breaking something. So yeah, who did it? Who broke something and got kicked out the house? Boris! Boris! Why? Why? Boris! Boris is getting it the worst besides Baldi. Baldi's the first one to die, and like, Boris got Boris got beat up by Jeffy. And now he's being kicked out. Well, now we're just gonna like we're gonna switch back in between Boris's life and the home life now. Who's the one who kicked Boris out? So who owns this house is basically what's this gonna come down to. Who owns this big house that everyone's living in? So who owns this house? I swear if it's like Jeffy or something, like the youngest one here. Of course it's Bendy. It's always Bendy who owns the house. Bendy's the one who owns the house in Bendy and Friends. He could kick anybody out. If he wanted to, he could probably kick everyone out. But he doesn't because plot. So yeah, everyone's got plot armor in my series. So yeah, yeah. Yeah, so of course Bendy's the one who owns the house. So somebody played Five Nights at Freddy's VR and died of a heart attack. So who played Five Nights at Freddy's VR and died of a heart attack? Who did it? Who died of a heart attack? Okay, I died of a heart attack. Okay, and the funny thing is too that I don't find Five Nights at Freddy's scary anymore. So I apparently died of a heart attack. So I'm dead. Me and Baldi are dead. Out of the picture. Okay, so they all realize that, hey, we don't have enough money to pay the bills and stuff. And Bendy Bendy wants money. Bendy doesn't care. So, and then they meet a guy and plays like a game, and then they all get slapped a bunch of times, and then they play Squid Game or something. So yeah, red light, green light. Who dies first? Who dies first? I just want to make this more interesting. Who's the one who dies first? Who runs the green light? Well, I have to spin again since Baldi's already dead. So who runs the green light? I mean the red light. Who runs when it's red light? And who dies? Okay, yep, Granny dies. I would expect Granny to be, she probably tripped. So everybody else actually no. So there's one more person who, no. So yeah, Granny dies on red light, green light. Game 2, the honeycomb cookie game, where you have to Squid Game's really popular now. You should probably know what it is. So yeah, Squid Game. So who cracks the cookie? Who got an umbrella? Who got an umbrella and cracked the cookie? Umbrella and cracked the cookie. Who did it? No, Jeffy. Well, Jeffy died. How did Jeffy die in that one SML Squid Game video? I know he didn't win. So yeah. So Jeffy died. Jeffy cracked the cookie. So I think it's Tug of War. I forgot because it's been a while since I watched Squid Game, but I think the third game is Tug of War. Tug of War. God dang it. Alright, Tug of War. God dang it. So Tug of War. Now this time multiple people die. So, who dies? The first person who dies during Tug of War, who dies? 3 people are gonna die. First person who dies in Tug of War. Tug of War. Sammy Lawrence. Okay, hold on, let me change something. So, it's still Tug of War, but we're restarting Tug of War. Let's just say Sammy died of a heart attack or something. So I got rid of all the dead characters, and I put in new characters, such as Mario, I think Garfield's in there, you'll find out. Okay, so Tug of War, the new version. Who dies first? Okay, this time there's only going to be one death of Tug of War, okay? Because, I don't know how that works, but everyone's going to be dead. No one's going to win the Squid Game if there's multiple deaths of Tug of War. Okay, so who dies in Tug of War? And yes, I know how Tug of War works. So, no, not Bendy. Huh. Apparently Garfield died. I think that says Garfield, doesn't it? Oh wait, this is better, because I can see it. Garfield. Yep, Garfield died. Goodbye, Garfield. No, I'm staying like this. Yep, so Garfield's dead. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Alright, so this next game is like the marble game. So, 3 people are gonna die. Okay, so, someone is partners with somebody. So, Freddy is partners with Ink Bendy. And Boris is partners. What happened to Bendy? And Boris is partners with Bendy, and Mario is partners with Cat. So, yeah. And then you know how it works, right? Right? Because I don't want to explain it. So, who's the first one to die? So I guess the cat is alive. So Mario dies. Mario's dead. So who's the next one to die? Okay, no. The cat can't die now because the cat already beat Mario, so no. So, who else? Who dies? Who's the second person dead in this marble game? Wait, who is part? So, Ink Bendy and Cat win. So, Freddy and Mario are dead. Freddy and Mario are dead. The third and final person to die. Yeah, I don't care about the stories. Okay, so did Ink Bendy win or Freddy win? I can't tell. Who wins? I'm just gonna say that I think Freddy died. Did he? I don't know. My memory sucks. So goodbye, Freddy. So, who's left? The survivals of the marble game is Bendy. Hold on, wait a minute. Wait. So, the ones that survived is Bendy, Ink Bendy, and Cat. So, the glass stepping stones. Okay, we're not gonna do the actual Squid Game. We're just gonna do the 5 games because I don't know how the actual Squid Game works. It's too complicated. So, yeah. And so, the last game is now the glass stepping stones. So, yeah. 2 people are gonna die. So, who wins Squid Games? We're gonna find out. Who picks the wrong tile and falls to their death? Well, yeah. I guess I just I was going to the side and then it just went to Bendy. So, Bendy can no longer pay the bills. Since Bendy kind of joined this to pay the bills, remember? And now he's dead. So, yeah, Bendy's gone. Yeah. So, it's down to Ink, Bendy, and Cat. So, who wins the Squid Games? Who wins the Squid Games? No, Bendy's already dead, Wheel. Who wins the Squid Games? Ink, Bendy, or Cat? Stop picking Bendy. Who wins the Squid Games? Ink, Bendy, or Cat? I know Ink, Bendy, and Bendy sound similar, but jeez. I'm about to change something. Alright, now it's gonna pick one or the other. Cat or Ink, Bendy? Who wins the Squid Games? Dun, 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 Ink Bendy is dead. He fell to his death, even though he probably should survive that, but nobody cares. The cat wins Squid Games. And I don't know which cat, but the cat wins Squid Games. Yay, so we got a cat. With like over like how much money? I don't want to do the math. I don't want to do the math to find out how much money you win when you win the Squid Game. But the cat is now rich. Great. Now he's gonna start an economy to like catnip, so you can eat all the. Do you eat cat? I don't know. My brain's breaking at the end of this. I don't know. I don't know what just happened, but I just wanted to do this because I was bored. So yeah, thanks for watching. This video is gonna take a long time to upload because it's like 20 minutes long. Jesus. And yeah. Bye. Sorry I haven't uploaded in like weeks, but bye. I really don't have a reason of why I haven't uploaded in weeks though. Like, okay, I just need to just shut up. Bye, guys. Bye. Goodbye.